It is a Tuesday, the 25th day of February, bringing you Morning Matters because your mornings matter. With us this morning to give us updates on the Pope's health and condition, we have CBCP spokesperson Father Jerome Ceciliano. Magandang umaga. Thank you so much for joining us on Morning Matters.
Magandang umaga din, Gretchen, at sa lahat ng mga nanonood sa iyo.
Okay. Tens of millions of Filipinos are worried about the Pope's health. Kamusta na po ba siya ngayon? Ang dami pong kumakalat online, but from your end, what do you know about the Pope's health condition?
Ang basihan ng impormasyon kung ano na ang nangyayari sa Santo Papa ay nagagaling mismo sa Vatican. Kaya kinokosyon ko yung mga Pilipino at iba pa na huwag basta-basta tayo nagpo-post at nagsasalita ng kung ano-anong bagay kapag hindi naman yan ang galing sa Vatican. So yung Vatican mismo nagpapalabas ng medical bulletin tungkol sa Santo Papa, yun ang paniniwalaan natin.
Hey, Father, what are the hopes of him bouncing back totally from this sickness? I believe it is double pneumonia that he is dealing with from a complication, I guess, from the bronchitis that he obtained, I think, in 2023. I mean, are we hoping for a total recovery? I know we are, but what are the chances of him getting to that point?
Well, I'm not an expert opinion regarding the health of the Pope. I'm not the doctor. Ang sabi ko sa inyo kanina, tayo ay nagre-rely lang sa information na binibigay naman ng Vatican. But of course, binanggit mo rin na hoping tayo na sana nga masurvive ito ng Santo Papa. Madalas naman na nagkakaroon siya ng karamdaman, pero yung mga nakaraan na survive naman niya. And we are praying that itong pangyayaring ito ay malalagpasan pa rin naman ni Pope Francis.
Opo, pero ito po, yung kalagayan po niya ay how is the Filipino Roman Catholic Church reacting to this? What are the efforts on ground to be able to pray for the Pope? Ano po yung mga ginagawa po sa natin sa ngayon?
Okay, number one, kung anong nararamdaman natin, lalong-lalo na sa hanay ng simbahan, of course, concerned tayo. Well, kapag meron naman din nagkakasakit sa hanay natin bilang kamag-anak, kaibigan, ando doon yung ating na concern. Ganun din naman ang nararamdaman natin kay Pope. Kaya ang pinakamainam na dapat gawin natin dito ay ipagdasal talaga siya. Wala naman po tayo magagawa. Tayo bilang mga mananampalataya, ang sakali man na pwede nating mai-contribute dito ay humiling talaga ng tulong sa Panginoon and hoping that the Lord is going to grant healing to Pope Francis. So yun basically ang nararamdaman natin at ginagawa natin. And many dioceses and archdioceses in the Philippines are exactly doing that. Nagdadasal, nag-aalay ng mga misa, nagkakaroon ng mga holy hours para nga i-invoke yung tulong ng Panginoon na pagalingin si Pope Francis.
Father, meron po kasing nakita na post sa social media nung isang araw, parang may nag-post ng Pope Francis passed the night peacefully. I think ganun po yung mga ginamit na salita. Kaya nagpapanik po yung buong mundo, no? Kasi hindi nga po malaman-laman kung ano po nangyayari. Pero yun po ba ay galing sa mga taong malapit sa simbahan o ito po ay normal random social media account?
Well, actually well-meaning naman yung pagkakabalangkas ng mga salita, pass the night peacefully. Meaning to say, na-survive niya. At meaning to say, kung meron ng mga pains, ay na-survive niya. Kung meron mga halimbawa ng mga critical na areas na kanyang nararamdaman, ay na-survive niya. Sa tando doon na siya ay, yun nga, nakapag-attend pa ng misa. So, ibig sabihin, okay pa. So, hindi naman tinitingnan dito na kapag ginamit natin yung salitang peacefully ay parang wala na. So, hindi po ganun. Palagay ko sa interpretation ng publiko doon medyo nagkamali.
Oo, ito nga po yung Vatican nga yun. Vatican ba ang nagsabi nun?
Yes.
Oo, kaya nagugulantang po yung buong mundo. Pero there are also reports that the people around the Pope and in the Vatican are already preparing for what's going to happen if Pope Francis does pass away. Is that correct? Ano po yung napupulsahan niyo po mula dun sa Vatican?
Well, palagay ko naman, it's a must. Hindi naman pwede na mabigla-bigla na lang din sila, na wala silang preparation na ginagawa. Tayo din naman, ganun din tayo, kahit na kamag-anak din naman ang nasa ganyang kalagayan, meron na kaagad tayo mga plan A, plan B. So I guess the Catholic Church is also doing that. So hindi naman siguro masama na ganun nga ang ginagawa ng ilang mga tao diyan sa Vatican because very critical din naman talaga yung situation ng Santo Papa. At either or lang yan eh. Either na bumigay na o di kaya makulong pa. So we don't want the church to be caught off guard naman regarding this one. Kaya palagay ko, in all practicality, of course, nakikita nila yung ganong senaryo kaya kinakailangan meron na sila ng mga steps na binabalangkas para hindi naman din sila mawindang ika nga.
So you are confirming that these preparations are being held right now?
Well, alam nyo, Gretchen, lahat naman kasi ng lumalabas sa ganyang news, lumalabas yan sa mga balita. Ngayon, tatapatin ko kayo, ang official communication na pinapadala dito sa Pilipinas, kino-course through yan sa Papal Nuncio. Kasi siya yung representative dito ng Vatican. Kaya yung ganyang mga ulat, yung mga detalye ay ando dun sa kanya. At palagay ko naman walang pagkakaiba eh. Yun nga lang, itong mga preparations sa sinasabi, ito ay nanggaling sa secular media. In fairness, wala naman talagang nagsalita nito na galing mismo doon sa Vatican. Siguro may mga sleuth dyan, siguro may mga nag-i-insinuate. Kasi binanggit ko na nga na dapat lang naman siguro na yung ganong senaryo na maaaring mawala ang Santo Papa, pero we are hoping na maprolong pa for the record, talagang titingnan na rin nila kung ano yung mga hakbang na gagawin.
And the current papal nuncio is Archbishop Charles Brown.
Yes, correct.
All right. Could you orient us, ano po mangyayari kung sakasakali lang po ay mangyari po yung worst scenario, which is the Pope does leave peacefully? What is going to happen right after that?
Well, right after that, of course, they are going to prepare for, yan. Ayokong gamitin muna yung salitang yung funeral, pero ganun ang tanong mo eh. Kasi gusto nga natin talaga, ako personally, I want him to survive this. Kaya medyo hindi man parang para sa akin personally, parang hindi pa man maganda, pero dahil tinanong mo, para sa kaalaman na rin naman ng publiko, nakita na natin yan, yung previous popes. So merong preparation, merong mga arrangements yan. And then mga 10 to 15 or 15 to 20 days after, siyempre mag-a-arrange na rin naman sila at maghahanda para sa election ng bagong Santo Papa. So these are the general steps na pwede ko munang banggitin. Kasi ando doon pa rin tayo sa pag-aasam at pagdarasal na masusurvive niya to.
I believe there's a period of mourning of 9 days sa aking pagbabasa. And then right after that, tama po kayo, 10 to 15 days, a conclave will be held.
Yes, correct.
Where the College of Cardinals will meet to choose the new Pope.
Okay, yes. Hindi lang College of Cardinals kasi College of Cardinals medyo malawak 'yan. Okay, ang conclave ay binubuo ito ng mga cardinal electors. Ito yung mga 80 below o below 80, hindi pwedeng 80 below kundi below 80. So sila yung mga cardinal electors na papasok doon sa conclave. So hindi lahat ng College of Cardinals yung members nito ay ando doon sa conclave. So below 80 ang pipili ng magiging Santo Papa kung sakasakali.
In total, gaano po kalaki yung body na yun? How many individuals are we talking about?
Well, right now yung College of Cardinals, sumaabot siya ng mga 200 plus if I am not mistaken. Pero yung conclave, nasa 130 plus. Ito yung mga eligible to vote or to elect the next leader of the Catholic Church.
Okay, so yung sinasabi niyo po, yung below 80 lang doon sa College of Cardinals ang papasok to vote
sa conclave.
In this conclave. And those who are in the conclave are the ones eligible to replace the Pope. Is that correct?
Well, technically, hindi lang yung mga ando doon na cardinal sa conclave ang pwedeng ma-elect.
Okay.
If we're going to be very strict about that, kahit nga yung mga pare, pwedeng ma-elect na Santo Papa eh. So yun nga lang, by tradition na rin at saka nitong mga nahuling mga panahon, usual na napipili yung mga ando doon mismo sa conclave o di kaya naman kahit na sinong cardinal ang nahahalal nila.
Pagdating po sa usapin ng who is going to be next, we do know that the name of Cardinal Tagle is also in that conversation. There are many videos online who put him even in the top 5 of the candidates. We see him in photos as well. Nilalagay po siya, napag-uusapan siya. Maybe is it because medyo magkalapit ang paniniwala ni Pope Francis at ni Cardinal Tagle. But I mean, what do you think are his chances to be elected as the next Pope?
Well, number one, yung mga nababasa natin na di umano, nalalagay siya sa top 5, tapos kasama dito yung iba pang mga cardinal, nanggagaling kasi yan sa secular media. If you're going to look around, wala naman ditong nanggagaling mismo sa Vatican, Kasi alam ng Vatican kung ano yung process. And what is the process? Papasok sila doon sa Sistine Chapel, magkakaroon ng conclave. Sila-sila lang ang pipili doon under the guidance of the Holy Spirit. In fact, it is always taught us na yung pagpipili niyan, Holy Spirit ang nagbubunsod niyan. So, hindi basta-basta natin sasabihin na may chance ito o may chance siya, nasa top 5 siya. Ito ay creation ng creation ito ng social media o di kaya ng kung sino-sino na gumagawa ng ganitong mga istorya para mapag-usapan. Pero this I'm going to tell you, Gretchen, anybody naman can be elected. Anybody can be elected, especially those inside the conclave. So let's just pray that if there will be an election in the future, the one who is going to be elected is the most suited to lead the Catholic Church. So pag sinabi natin most suited, alam niya kung ano yung problema ng simbahan at meron din siyang ino-offer na solusyon sa mga problema ng simbahan. Ano yung mga issues sa kinakarap ng simbahan? So meron din mga resolutions sa ibibigay. So meaning to say, let's not just focus on a contender, somebody who's popular. Hayaan natin na yung proseso ay mangyari at hayaan din natin na that the electors will be guided by the Holy Spirit in electing the next leader of the Catholic Church.
Of course, hindi matatanggal sa Filipinos that we are hopeful that we have one of our own representing that and his name being thrown in that conversation. Masaya talaga mga Pinoy, no? Alam mo naman para pang may pambato tayo. And if ever he will be the first Southeast Asian Pope, I know that is a feat in itself because si Pope Francis ay siya rin yung first non-European Pope coming from Argentina. Tapos madalas European ang kinukuha, no? I mean, can you give us a sense of where do you think the Catholic Church is headed? Because Pope Francis had a more liberal take on his leadership towards the church. Do you think it will continue to head that way, or will it at least go a little bit may konting pullback because of his liberal policies?
Well, I don't think it's a matter of going to the extremes. Kung merong liberal, yung susunod, kinakailangan conservative. I think it's a matter of knowing the issues confronting the church. I think that's very important. So for me, it doesn't matter whether it is a liberal kind of a leader or conservative kind of leader, for as long as the leader knows the issues confronting the church and then the interventions that should be done. Yun ang mahalaga dito, Gretchen. Kaya kung halimbawa sinasabi natin na European yan, o Asian ba yan, African ba yan, we really don't know. It's up to the electors, and it's up to the electors, number one, to assess the whole situation. And speaking of the whole situation, I'm talking about the Catholic Church itself. Ano bang nangyayari sa simbahan? Ano ba yung dapat na intervention sa ginagawa ng simbahan? So, ang mga cardinal electors, they know it. Kaya hindi naman yan yung basta-basta na sasabihin na, dahil liberal ito, lumipat na tayo sa conservative na naman. Parang sa election sa United States, dati Democrat, medyo liberal yan. Dito balik tayo sa conservatism. Parang hindi naman yata gano'n. But then again, sabi ko nga, let's just pray And
Mhm.
sana yung leader na mapipili nila ay eto
Mhm.
nga responsive sa needs ng simbahan at sa needs ng mga mananampalataya.
Marami po yata kasi nanood ng Conclave sa Netflix. Ah, nabigyan ng ng parang inside information dito sa politika na nangyayari maski sa Vatican. Siguro I mean, may katotohanan ba yung conclave kahit papaano?
If you're talking about politics, I don't want to say it in public. Yung mga ganyan kasi speculations yan eh.
Okay,
But
okay.
of course, kapag halimbawa may ganitong pagpipili, well, natural naman siguro may mga consultations. And I don't know if you can consider consultations as part of politics. Pero mahalaga din kasi nagtatanungan
Mhm.
para
Ano po yun,
nagkakaalaman din.
parang may reflection point yun na I mean, just trying to understand how they actually do the voting. Meron pong parang pagdadasal, tapos reflection points, and then gano'n po ba yun, yung proseso na yun?
Yung pagdarasal, Gretchen, ano yan talaga, need yan.
Kasama na
Hindi
yun, oo,
mawawala yan,
kasama na yun,
siyempre.
oo.
At saka yung discernment. Yung
Mm,
discernment, we need to say, ayun nga, kinoconsider mo yung situation, yung
mhm,
pangailangan, ano
mhm,
yung mga dapat na hindi na gagawin. So,
mhm,
yung
mhm,
discernment na yan, guided by the Holy Spirit lagi. We're
mm,
talking in spiritual terms, ito maaaring hindi masyado maiintindihan ng publiko kasi pragmatic yung approach ng public eh. Pero sa simbahan kasi mahalaga lagi yung pagdadasal, yung
mm.
reflective state ng tao, yung discernment, invoking the Holy Spirit. So, interplay ng lahat ng yan, kasama yan doon
Amen.
sa botohan.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Father Jerome, before I let you go, do you have anything that you'd like to invite our viewers to? Any prayer sessions all together with the whole community? Saan po pwedeng maglabas ng mga emosyon ng mga Filipino devout Catholics?
Well, number one, you have to know the schedule of your archdiocese or diocese or even parishes because right now they are organizing vigils and prayerful activities to pray for the Pope. And then kayo din mismo, kahit wala naman din sa simbahan you can always pray, personally for the well-being of the Pope. So yun naman ang nais kong iparating sa kanila, invitation sa kanila. But pangalawa, syempre, ito pinakamahalaga, avoid speculations. Avoid speculations. And mas mahalaga dito, yung focus muna natin ay nasa positive side na
Mhm.
invoking God's power and compassion na sana nga ay papagaling pa, gumaling nga si Pope Francis.
All right, we will continue to send prayers through the Pope's way, and we will pray as one community. In the meantime, maraming salamat for updating us on the condition of Pope Francis right now. He is in critical condition still in the hospital, trying to survive this day by day, night by night. Maraming salamat po, Father Jerome Cestiliano, spokesperson of the CBCP.
Thank you, Gretch.
When we return, let's talk about volleyball and life with none other than the phenom Alyssa Valdez. Stay tuned. Morning Matters will be back. On Morning Matters today, I'm very excited to catch up with a good friend, more popularly known as the Phenom to the volleyball world. Here is my teammate, volleyball icon, Alyssa Valdez.
Wow!
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for inviting me here.
Feeling ko kasi pag may milestone ako, kailangan nandun ka.
Wow!
Kasi di ba nag-document din ako ng,
Alam mo,
ng journey mo?
I was about to say, the last time we had this one-on-one interview was when that documentary was out after I graduated from Ateneo.
Flight of the Phenom.
Flight of the Phenom.
Mas dami ng views yun, ah.
Oo nga eh. Galing mo kasi yung mga questions mo doon.
Ganun ba?
Oo, ang galing mo. Nadala ako, pati yung boses mo, talagang feel ko na yung journey ko sa volleyball community.
Inaalam mo na yan, ah.
Hindi.
Baka meron ng lilipat dito sa trabaho.
Wow! Magpapalit pala.
Oo.
So, by the way, ako pala mag-i-interview sa'yo. It's a surprise. Hindi mo ba alam, Gretch?
Alam mo ba kung ano yung joy of being on the seat?
I don't have to answer questions. I have the chance to throw them at you.
Exactly. Pero mamaya, babalik ko sa iyo.
So, kamusta ka na? But we do know you've faced difficulties in the
Yes.
past years because of an injury. How are you physically, mentally, emotionally?
Well, I would love to say na I'm very much okay right now. I mean, that was my first ever major injury. 2 years ago.
Injury pala, kala ko. Kala ko una mo sinagot yung emotional. Hindi pala. Okay.
So, 2 years ago, siguro yun yung isa sa mga major injuries na nagkaroon ako. So, hindi ko alam, honestly, how to handle those kind of challenges, siguro. Kasi siguro, ang mga challenges lang na na-experience ko was natatalo, yung siguro pag napapagalitan ng mga coaches, but injuries, iba pala talaga siya. It could make or break you talaga.
How serious was your injury? Because alam namin, it was a knee injury.
Yes.
But the gravity of it, pwede mo bang maikwento yun?
Well, I had a procedure na ginawa yung doctor. So, I had to be out for a couple of weeks, technically dapat. But, syempre, you know us, Gretch, medyo pasaway talaga tayo, matigas yung ulo. After a couple of weeks, I wanted to play right away. And that was really
Napuwersa mo, in short.
something na lesson na natutunan ko na parang you have to really take time and give all the time na you need, your knee or your body needs para mas makarecover. So medyo napuwersa ko kasi alam mo naman dati kahit may masakit, lalaban ka lang din talaga kahit nung
Marami
college.
tayong tiniis habang
Lalo na nung
naglalaro
college,
tayo.
oo. So, medyo napuwersa ko. And then, eventually, lagi lang siya nagsiswell. So, we had to find the reason why. So, ang tagal namin finigure
But
out.
specifically, what was the injury?
So, basta it was a knee injury talaga. So, something na I had to siguro take a few months talaga para masabi ko na kaya ko na ulit makabalik sa paglaro. Honestly, you've said Cream9 has been doing well, and I would say this is the time then, most especially this month, probably I would say na mas nakikita ko na ulit, nahanap ko na ulit yung self ko in this sport. Kasi last year, medyo doon ko talaga hinahanap yung sarili ko kung sino ba ako as a volleyball player. Kasi mal-lost ka talaga.
Bakit?
Focusing on therapy,
Ah.
focusing on your injuries. I think yun yung mali eh. I'm focusing on my injury, not my recovery. So, doon talaga ako na-lost. But now, I would love to say na, I wanna say na, I'm back and I just missed volleyball.
But are you completely healed now?
Well, you know, injuries kasi will always be there. May nabawas na, hindi pa rin siya for me, magiging 100%. But I wouldn't say na fully healed. I'd say I'm better now.
Do you feel that your role in the team has changed?
Definitely.
Pagbalik mo?
Definitely. Honestly, I think that's one thing also na nakita ko at naramdaman ko at pinaparamdam ng mga coaches ko, not in a bad way, actually in a good way, that acceptance of new roles in the team. And, you know, sabi nga namin, if hindi mo kasi i-accept na may transitioning period ka talaga, yung buhay mo, yung pagiging atleta mo, hindi ka makaka-move forward at
Parang
hindi mo
si ano lang
magagawa.
yan, LeBron James, di ba? Nagmamanage na siya ng oras niya.
Yes.
Kasi kailangan mo pahabain eh. Lalo na kailangan ka pa namin makita for another 30 years.
Wait lang, hindi na.
Hindi,
Wow.
oo nga. Kasi nga ikaw nga yung hinahanap ng marami, di
Wow.
ba? But I've been your teammate for a long
Yes.
time. And ang distinct memory ko sa'yo ay pagod na kaming lahat. During training, pero ikaw para ka lang nagte-tennis. Tapos tumatalon ka, ang lakas ng palo mo, mamaya babagsak, tatalon na naman, tapos papalo ulit. Tapos kahit nagkamali ka, lagi ka lang nakangiti. Tapos babounce ba ka kaagad. Actually, natumatak sa akin yun kasi sabi ko, nagkakamali naman tong babaeng to. Bakit parang ang confident niya?
Talaga?
Oo, tapos sabi ko, parang pwede naman pala ako magkamali.
Yeah.
Okay lang, nasa pagtanggap mo yun, kung paano ka magkakamali at paano ka tatayo.
Yeah.
At ikaw, ang bilis mong tumayo.
Wow.
Kaya yun yung parang memory ko of you. Sometimes ba, do you have those moments? I mean, like, ikaw, feeling mo sa sarili mo when you play, I mean, have things change? Minsan ba na tumitigil yung oras sa harapan mo, napapaisip ka lang? I mean, within the 20 years that you've been playing?
You know, it's so funny when you said na parang ang bilis ko bumalik, ang bilis ko tumayo. Kasi now, yun yung last year, yun yung naging struggle ko. I feel like, why do I put so much pressure on myself na parang, I just love playing the sport. I just want to play it. And actually, nakakaiyak. Pero recently, I'm feeling that way again. Parang,
Bumabalik na.
oo, parang it's just so weird to say na mataas pa rin yung expectation, yung standard mo sa sarili mo. Pero andun na ulit yung sport is like this eh. Makakapuntos ka, hindi ka makakapuntos, mananalo ka, matatalo ka. But it's really how you get back up and try again. Diba? Kasi at the end of the day, hindi mo
But I
makaperfect
also felt like during college, hindi ka nagkaroon ng struggle mentally. Parang ang tibay mo lang. I mean, bago ba to sa'yo? Yung mga doubts, ganyan. Parang feeling ko lang Hindi, parang like kasi nakangiti eh.
Hindi
Yung nakangiti pa rin siya.
What? Totoo ba?
Oo, ganon.
Wow.
And we do know that volleyball is a very mental game.
I agree. I experienced that, sabi ko nga last year.
What goes on to your mind that you've had to turn around?
Well, last year, it was so hard because I feel like I was thinking about my knee. It's not the same jump anymore. It's not the same spike anymore. So, grabe yung mental talaga na struggling talaga.
So how did you
mas
try
pagod
to
ako.
cope up with that in the physical aspects sa training?
That's why I made sure I spend more time na outside of the volleyball court last year. So sabi ko, if I can't get my confidence back on the court when I play. So sabi ko, where will I get my confidence back? So I have to be physically ready in any situation na ibibigay sa akin. So I committed my time outside of volleyball para mas maging ready ako sa kahit anong ibibigay sa akin na bola. So yun yung natutunan ko kay Coach Sai. Yeah, as of now.
You try to put less time into
Skills.
the court.
Skills last year.
And
So,
just try to live life. Yung ba yun? When you say
Well,
outside court,
both.
live life or
Both.
gym, strengthening,
Both.
conditioning?
So I was able to balance my life in such a way na I've been going out with my friends. Not going out. I mean, like, I'm meeting with friends, with my family. I try to make sure na may balance na yung work-life balance na. And then, I made sure na kailangan mag-spend time ako sa gym, hindi mawawala yon kahit nasa labas ako or kahit nasa ibang bansa. So, yun yung mga ginawa ko. And, alam mo, weird na sabi ko nga, you can achieve pala so much things if you have work-life balance at the same time.
Anong na-discover mo tungkol sa sarili mo?
You know, before, in college, di ba lagi lang tayo mag-volleyball? Alam mo, kahit patawag, obsession talaga. It's an obsession. Now naman, I'm still obsessed with volleyball. Pero dati, grabe, pag sinabi ni coach na may training, ika-cancel mo lahat eh. Di ba? Wala ka kahit message or anything, wala kang gagawin iba kundi volleyball. Ano na-discover ko sa sarili ko? Wow. I think, masasabi ko na funny pala ako.
Ay, talaga? Ito ba? Self-proclaimed.
Anong na-discover ko sa sarili ko na more than anything, I wanna create memories pala with my loved ones, my family, and my friends.
Feeling mo ba na napabayaan mo yung side na yun kahit pa paano?
Oh, that's the biggest sacrifice we had to make back then, diba?
I was actually so happy to see you post a vacation with your family abroad.
Yeah.
Sabi ko, parang this is the first time I've seen this kind of post.
So the last time we went abroad, the whole family, was 2016 pa. Nagkaroon ako ng opportunity to go out with them. And then sabi ko, ang tagal-tagal na rin. So last time, I brought my parents na lang. My parents muna to Thailand.
And what do they tell you? I mean, sa lahat ng mga nangyayaring ito, ano mong sinasabi nila sa'yo?
Alam mo, my parents, they're very quiet talaga. They won't even say, but you can feel that they're proud of me and they want the best para sa akin. Kasi, pero dun, yung, alam mo, yun yung mga moments na ngayon matitreasure mo na, yung bringing out your family, your parents out of the country, or even in sa travel. Parang, mas makikilala mo sila and you wanna spend more time with them.
Pero alam mo, Alyssa, ikaw ba na-imagine mo ba yung ganitong career? I mean, nung panahon natin naglalaro tayo ng mga bata tayo, wala pang professional league. Wala sa plano yung paglalaro at nababayaran ka.
Totoo.
Minsan ba you stop on your tracks and say, oh, this is such a dream. This is such an unimaginable dream.
It is. And I'm like, I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed in such a way na parang, you know, Gretchen, we were just doing what we love back then. As in parang, okay, and the mentality back then was, ibibigay ko na lahat sa college. Like, parusahan kami ni coach tayo back then, mag twice a day training. Okay lang kasi matatapos naman eh. Wala
Kasi
naman.
5 years lang naman to.
Oo, wala. Di ba? Hindi mo na maiisipin na mag-volleyball pa ako or you'll make it a career. So right now, that's why every little things, may it be the fans, the supporters, the management, even the people behind the camera or yung mga taong nakilala natin because of volleyball back then, talagang hanggang ngayon, laki ng pasasalamat ko sa kanila. Kasi if not for them also, Gretch, we're not gonna be here.
And then now there's a whole new generation of athletes who
Are you
want to
trying
become
to
like
say,
you.
are you trying to say, malapit na?
Hindi naman. Sinasabi ko lang na naka-inspire ka ng maraming batang atleta.
Hindi lang ako yun, kasama kayo.
Na gusto na maging professional volleyball player. What would you have to say with the level of talent and how the sport has grown?
First of all, I want to say it wasn't just because of me. It was because of all of you guys, of all the OGs natin sa volleyball.
Kasi tinawag mo ako OG? May ilang taon lang agad natin.
But yeah, it was because of all of the volleyball players out there. Kasi, I mean, na-inspire tayo nila and then, alam mo, I'm paying it forward. But I think one thing I would wanna say to all these young athletes would be, I hope you don't forget the reason why you play the sport. And
Tingin mo ba minsan nababahiran na? Kasi may bayad na eh. Dati kasi, naalala ko talaga, yung unang sweldo ng PVL, ay hindi, PSL pa noon.
Yeah. I didn't play for PSL, but you guys
Yun yung
did,
pinakauna, 12,000.
Wow!
12,000 a month.
Wow!
Tapos uy, may bayad kami. Ganon, may bayad kami. Nakakatuwa.
Wow!
Tapos, alam mo yung, dati wala namang bayad at all eh.
Yeah.
Pero yung 12,000, yung mahawakan mo na may
Yeah.
bayad ka. Ang sarap ng pakiramdam.
That's true.
I mean, ano napapansin mo? What has changed in that way? And yun nga, siguro, I guess, mahirap din kasing i-overlook yun eh.
I'd say, syempre, hindi naman may iwasan na madadagdagan yung inspirasyon natin or inspirasyon ng mga bata to play the sport. It's not just the passion, it's not just the love, but it's also something na ilulook forward mo yung financial stability na mabibigay ng sport. And you know what? I would say it's not a bad thing. But at the end of the day, you have to stick to your core. I mean, I hope yun yung hindi makalimutan ng mga bata na we're here, yes, inspirasyon natin siya, motivation natin siya, but there's a bigger reason why we're playing the sport. And that's what we wanna siguro imbibe din sa mga, and yun kasi yung natutunan natin eh. Kasi, I mean, we're lucky enough also, Gretch, na na-experience natin both sides eh. I'd say, na-experience natin na walang-wala talaga. As in, walang nanonood. Dumating tayo sa may mga konting nanonood. umabot din tayo sa may mga nanonood talaga, tapos may money involved. So, we're lucky to appreciate all these little things. But yung mga iba kasi, ito na yung kinalakihan nila eh. So, I hope lang na hindi nila mag-stick talaga sila sa core nila. Kasi if not, maliligaw kasi sila eh. Mag-iiba yung priorities and alam mo yun, yung path kasi madami talaga. But
Nakakwento mo ba yan sa teammates mo? I mean, you are the team captain of Creamline. Nagkakaroon ba kayo ng pagkakataon na pag-usapan yung mga ganyang bagay? Or usually, pag magkakasama lang?
Pag magkakasama naman kami, I think we're very much open to each other. Honestly. Kasi we influence each other. I'm just very happy na yung mga younger generation or mas mga bata sa amin. Parang, since siguro, kami rin yung mas matatanda sa kanila, nakikita nila kung siguro how we use or make use of the money we get from sport. How we treat our parents, how we treat each and everyone. So, nagiging culture talaga siya sa buong team. And I'm proud
what
enough.
do you think sets Creamline apart? Bakit kayo Grand Slam winner, champion, parang hindi natitinag?
Wow. I'd say, first of all, ang babait talaga ng mga players. They're, siguro na meron sa team namin yung unspoken rule din na parang, it's not even an unspoken rule, parang we just respect each other. We accept you for who you are, we respect each other's differences. And I think dun, kasi syempre okay din yung may mga differences talaga kayo, Gretch. Kasi you grow, diba? You learn from each other. If pare-paras kayo masyado, parang, I mean, there's nothing wrong, but syempre,
But in a team full of stars, hindi ba nagka-clash?
I don't think so. Parang, never in my experience or in my volleyball career na nagkaroon ng clash sa team namin. And I'm happy. Siguro second thing, that's why we're also here then and we're like as a team. The coaches are very respectful then and parang they treat us as professionals. They treat us as human beings. They treat us as someone na alam mo yan, may players players coach, pero grabe yung professionalism talaga din sa team.
Sinong pinaka-inaangklahan mo? I mean, your closest.
Sa team?
Yeah.
I'd say, you know, it's so funny. We're teammates na ulit na Ella, nila Dan. They were my batchmate back in Ateneo. And even if we're not teammates naman, ngayong dati nung professional, parang lagi ko pa rin sila lalapitan. But now, magkaka-teammates kami. So, parang mas kilala na namin yung isa't isa. But you know what's weird? Naging teammate ko kasi si Michelle Gumabaw.
Oo, kalaban natin.
Diba? Exactly. So, sobrang, I felt back then, we had a different way of life. I mean, like, diba, sobrang when we see them, ibang-iba talaga yung...
Hindi sila namamansin.
Ibang-iba. Not to mention. Pero ibang-iba talaga sila. But when I had the chance to be teammates with her, you know, I've learned so much from her. Parang...
Like,
yun, work-life balance. And, you know, we have the same goal, kami ni MG. But sometimes we go to the end line, maaabot naman yung end line in different ways.
different approaches, but
Yes.
same end goal.
Oo. So, parang for me, parang, pwede
You saw
din ba
another
ito?
way of doing things.
Exactly. And it's so nice to...
Or refreshing.
breath of fresh air talaga siya.
Ah.
Kasi in such a way, parang I thought this is the way of life. And makakakita ka ng ganon. So, ang dami mo talagang natututunan sa mga teammates.
Meron ka pa bang hindi na-accomplish sa volleyball court? Sa loob ng volleyball court? Na gusto mo pang marating?
Well, medyo malabo na, pero I think one of the things na I wanted talaga ever since, was to give some honor to the national team, to our country. But unfortunately, I mean, like, medyo hindi na tayo nandun sa age na yon. So, yun yung isa sa mga things na I really wanted to achieve also for the country and for the sport.
Where are we now in the global stage?
Oh,
To your assessment.
to my assessment,
Oh.
do I have the right
Ang
to
lalakas
assess
ng
things?
ang lalakas ng mga bata.
Ang lalakas ng mga bata. You know, I've seen, even in our batch, I would say, if I were to compare, I'm so sorry, if I were to compare, the younger generations are like tall, the skills, 10 out of 10. Experiences also meron sila. And just, they have all the access to everything. Like, good health, nutrition. They have all these games na pwede nila mapanood, mapag-aralan. And, alam mo, kaya hindi ako magugulat kung like 5 to 10 years from now, aangat talaga
What do
yung
you think do
volleyball.
we need to make a mark in the Southeast
Oh, wow.
Asia realm?
Well, I've been saying this
Malakas
naman.
ng Southeast Asia kasi nandiyan ang Thailand.
Thailand,
Tama
Japan.
na dyan.
Southeast Asian.
Asia, Japan.
Asia, Japan,
Oo.
Korea, medyo...
Anong kailangan natin? Nakakapagpadala tayo ng mga atleta sa
Yes.
iba't ibang bansa, si Jaja.
Yeah.
Ikaw rin, naglaro ka rin at one
Gia
point.
also,
Si Gia also.
Maddie is there, Marquez Pejo.
Kaya natin isa-isa, pero yung collective achievement, anong kulang, anong pwede nating dagdagan? Where can we improve?
Well, one, exposure talaga. I think the national team has been doing it right now, playing against stronger teams, going around the country para mas madami pa sila matutunan. Grassroots program, definitely, kasi kailangan natin yan. But I think one of the things na, siguro, dalawa din yung kailangan talaga natin to make it work. We have to be consistent. We have to sustain, maintain training schedules, alignment.
But how do you
of-
do that when you have a professional league?
But I think as of now, they're trying to actually
Sync.
work their way around. Kasi mas nag-a-adjust na rin yung professional leagues. But at the end of the day, we have the UAAP and the schools na most of the players are playing for, diba, the universities pa. So, iba rin yung schedule nila. So, if we can fix all the scheduling, I think mataas yung chance na makakapag-training
But we're headed
together.
towards the right direction.
I would say. But most especially, I think I want to say na we have to have like effective communication across the community. Kasi if not, hindi rin eh. Mahirapan pag may mga misunderstandings. Doon kasi tayo biglang titigil. So, yeah.
Sino ang gusto mong maging teammate na hindi mo pa naging teammate?
Sino yung gusto ko maging... Wow! That was wild. That's wild. Di ko pa nagiging teammate. Ang hirap, Gretch.
Sige, bigyan ka ng mga isang oras.
Okay. Hindi, pero medyo mahirap kasi I think I've played with most of the best since I was part of the national team
Correct.
as well. But kung sino pa yung mga hindi ko nagiging teammate, oh wow, that is so hard. That is hard.
Or, sige, hindi na lang teammate, makalaban. Para magtagisan
Locally?
Locally.
Locally. Ako gusto ko makita si Gretch bumalik ulit sa ball. Okay ba yun?
Teka, medyo yung shoulder.
Hindi, pero honestly, as of now, lahat ng contemporaries, kalaban ko pa rin sila ngayon. So, if I were gonna go back, way back, babaliktad, I would say Bernal.
Oh, yes!
Kasi I've heard she was one of the best outside hitters as well.
Galing.
Yeah.
Yun din, ang mga naging inspirasyon namin.
Yes po. Sana,
Sila
po.
Venus Bernal, sila Ging Balse.
Ate Ila Santos.
Actually, ang pinaka-idolo ko,
Ikaw.
Michelle Carolino.
Oh, grabe.
Michelle
Nakalaban
Carolino.
ko ba si Ate Michelle before?
Oo.
Natin.
Tsaka si Mayet, magkasama sila sa Army, sa Lasal.
Yes.
Si Ate Ila Santos, sino pa ba? Sila Desiree Hernandez. Kaya idol ko talaga Lasal noon. Bago pumasok natin.
Buti kinlear mo.
Oo.
Wow.
Pero ano naman, kung napunta tayo sa ano pang gustong mapagtagumpayan, ano naman ang biggest frustration mo? Or hindi mo makakalimutan na moment na binabalik-balikan mo?
In sports?
Wala na.
Well, I'd say frustrating talaga whenever we play for the national team. Kasi, frustrating at the same time, for me, fulfilling. Kasi, nakaka-frustrate na hindi ka manalo, but fulfilling. Kasi, ang dami ko natututunan as a player. Pero, if I may share, siguro may last playing year for Ateneo. Lagi ko siyang binabalikan. Kasi I think that was my turning point as a volleyball player. If not for that, if we won that year, I don't think I would be able to explore and learn more about the sport. Kasi I feel like I would settle. I feel like lang naman. Pero, I just don't.
Iba yung mga last playing year na yan. No?
Iba talaga. Iba UAAP talaga.
Ako rin, in my case, the last playing year also. Kasi hindi rin tayo nanalo noon sa Lasal.
And we were
At
games.
ang pakiramdam ko, ang naging effect nun sa atin was gutom kang patunayan yung sarili mo.
Yeah.
Kasi ayaw mong mag-end sa pagkatalo. Yung parang ayaw mong maging, yun na yung huli ko.
Yeah.
Yun na yun. Kailangan ko pang may susunod na kabanata dito.
Yeah. That's why I think it was a blessing in disguise also na kahit papano, ganun yung nangyari. Kasi if not for that talaga, you won't take the risk to do more for yourself and for volleyball, I would say.
In many, actually, no. In some interviews, you have mentioned the word retirement. Wow. Very brave. I mean, the fact that you're
Really?
acknowledging that you're headed there.
Ah.
Anong sumasagi sa isip mo?
Well, you've mentioned a while ago na ang daming na-inspire sa journey natin. Daming mga bata. And we can all see them right now playing so well. And I think volleyball in the Philippines are really in a good hands because of all of this younger generation, di ba? And hindi naman, Gretch, alam mo, honestly, as an athlete, we all know that dadating tayo sa punto na titigil din tayo. And ako, I feel like I owe that to myself, na sabihin yun. Kasi, if not, parang kawawa kasi yung katawan ko. Yun yung naiisip ko. Parang if hindi ko siya i-accept now, kawawa katawan ko physically, mentally. Kasi at the end of the day, we're
Limitado
girls.
tayo.
Yeah, we're girls. I mean, we have personally, I have other
So you want a
things
family?
to do.
You want a family?
Oh, of course. Why not? Why not? If given a chance, why not? Diba? So, may mga iba rin tayong priorities. Hindi naman mawawala na I have to accept also the fact na temporary lang tong skills na meron ako sa volleyball, yung age ko na pwedeng maglaro. So, as early as now, I don't know if it's a good thing, but as
How do
early
you
as
envision, how are you envisioning the next chapter of your life? Yung pag naisip mo na excite ka, na kasi finally mayroon ka ng panahon gawin ito, gawin yan.
You know, I think transitions in life, yun talaga yung nakakatakot na harapin. Most especially as an athlete. Kasi if in other fields, the more you gain experience, the more time you have, para kang fine wine Gagaling ka, mas mag-i-improve ka. Pero in volleyball, the more na nadadagdagan yung experience mo and age mo, mas alam mo mas lumalapit na yung deadline or patapos na din yung career mo. So I'd say, paano ko ini-envision? Alam mo, natatakot talaga ako. As early as now, sobrang takot ako. And I think I have to be honest with myself na nakakatakot talaga yung pagtalon mo after volleyball kasi I know for a fact na I cannot detach myself from the sport. I know for a fact that volleyball is my life. And as early as now, that's why I feel like I'm doing this and trying to accept the fact that I'm gonna retire soon. is because ayokong umabot sa point na hindi ko alam kung sino ako. So as early as now, I'm trying to go in different directions.
Like
Trying
what
to
have you been
host, trying to host, Gretch, please excuse me. Hindi. Trying other things. I mean, learning other things. Hosting, business side of things.
O gumagawa ka na nga ng kandila.
Handles. Naku, lahat po talaga. Kung meron po kayong racket dyan.
Parang ako yan, linyahan ko yan. Ano pa?
Pero, I'm doing volleyball camps also kasi I know for a fact na hindi ko kayang ilayo yung sarili ko sa volleyball. So I'm trying to help also this younger generations.
That's good news.
Yeah, to actually reach for their dreams and try to love the sport as much as I love it. So, yun yung mga things na ginagawa ko as of now. Pero, Gretch, nakakatakot. I mean,
mag-aartista ka ba? Nag-PBB ka eh.
I represented the community, the volleyball community. So, I guess, hirap. You know, hindi ko rin alam kung saan pupunta yung kung saan ako pupunta as of the moment. Pero, sabi nga nila, di ba, you can just always plan.
So, open ka naman. Kung ano man dumating. Kahit acting pa yan.
Gusto ko kasi, dancer and sing. Bini, baka may...
Baka meron ka slot
Dapat
pa.
seryoso to eh. Pero parang tayo. I'm ready for
For Bini. Malay mo, lumakas pa following nila. Ano pa, no?
Ay, Diyos ko,
Wag ka lang
Lord.
kakanta.
Kahit pati nga sayaw eh, hindi ko kaya.
No, but, I've been going around the Philippines and we've been playing volleyball with different communities.
Wow.
At I think that I already told you this, na hinahanap ka at idol ka kahit ng MILF.
Wow.
Yung MILF commander sa Basilan, ikaw ang hinahanap. Di ko alam kung naiintindihan mo kung gaano kalalim yung impact mo at that level, at the grassroots level, and how much you give hope to many kids, not just kids, families, across different communities, across different religions, across different divides. And tingin ko, malayo pa yung ano mo, purpose mo at yung mission mo.
Well, I hope I find new purpose talaga in this journey. Kasi, I mean, I feel like, even internally in sports, di ba? Iba-iba na yung naging purpose mo. Na parang, dati, scorer or iba yung purpose mo. Ngayon, as a team captain, as an ate. So, hopefully, bigger roles, sana ma-transcend yung mga ganitong bagay sa mga...
Is there a timeline for this? How long can we still enjoy seeing you play? To what you can say.
As of now, I would want to say na I'm getting better talaga. I'm recovering well from my injuries. I'm doing the best I can para mas matagal pa ako makapaglaro. So, I'd say you'll see me more often. You'll see me more. You'll see more of Alyssa in the next few years.
Anong gusto mong maalala ng mga tao pag pinag-uusapan ka? I mean, yung anong legacy yung gusto mong iiwan?
Wow. I think gusto ko lang maalala ng mga tao sa akin na I'm the type of player na who never gives up. Like, and gusto ko maalala nila na ang saya pala ng volleyball pag pinapanood nila ako.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
Ang layo na narating mo, no?
Wow.
I mean, naalala
Totoo,
mo
hindi ko.
yung kwento sa documentary mo na bit-bit ka ni Kim Fajardo.
Oo. Actually, hindi ako bit-bit.
Patpatin, ito talagang ano lang eh. Di ba?
Oo.
Sa
Ano
bench
lang.
ka, tapos sabi ni Kim Fajardo, hindi niya kukunin yung offer.
Hindi, parang nangyari was si Kim talaga yung nare-recruit.
Oo
Kasi
nga,
tinanong
tapos sinama ka niya.
Hindi, tinanong lang nila kung sinong grade 5 pa.
Ganun?
Ganun lang.
Oo,
so,
yun na nga.
nag-volunteer ako, Gretch.
Oo, di ba?
I think one thing na na-realize ko, makapal pala yung mukha ko ng
Oo
bata.
nga. So, Bini, abangan niyo po si Alyssa Valdez. Yan ang susunod na kabayan.
But yeah, that was the ano. And then ako pa yung unang nag-try out sa UST. And then eventually, hindi ko rin alam kung paano ako nakuha. Tagabigay lang talaga ako ng water ni Kim. Ganun yung,
Actually,
sorry.
yung gusto ko lang talaga tanungin sa interview na ito.
Ano?
Kamusta ang puso mo? Pinahaba ko lang pero
Ang haba
talagang
naman,
pupuntahan
Gretch! Ako, eto, Gretch. Totoo to. Kumusta ba dun yung puso?
Ganito talaga pag hardworking career girl.
Oy,
no?
grabe.
Oo. Pero tanggap mo na. Okay naman. Masaya ka naman. Para sa mga tao sa mundo.
Uy, I'm very happy for everyone. Most
Okay.
especially for you.
Alam niyo na yan.
Congratulations, Gretchen. For this new show. Grabe. Parang puno naman yung puso mo ngayong mga panahon.
Punong-puno talaga ng trabaho.
Ako.
Oo.
But yeah.
Pero nakapag-ipon ka naman. I mean, like, being practical about this. We
Yes.
do know when we talk about
Yes.
athletes, you
That's
do
true.
have to know financial
That's
management.
true.
You have to know how to invest. I mean, how are you on that end?
Wow. I would love to say that I'm guided by great people like Gretchen Ho and my parents, my family, na parang alam nila na nire-remind nila sa akin kung ano yung kailangan ko i-prioritize. Hindi naman nila sinasabi na, dapat mag-ipon ka lang or dapat you invest everything on
Anong
this.
pinagkakagastusan mo?
Alam mo, na-realize ko parang wala.
Parang
Pagkain.
wala nga.
Parang food.
Ah.
And creating memories. Like sabi ko nga earlier, parang last year, I've traveled with my family, my friends. So parang yun na yung binibigay ko sa sarili ko. Aside from that, pagkain. Pero I would love to say na, I wanna share also na parang this next few months, parang may mga big na mga investments din na parang
Mangyayari.
I'm proud din na kahit pa paano nagagawa ko din with your help, guys. So, yeah.
Ano yan? May hint ba dyan? O bumili na siya ng bahay. Ano na
Yeah.
yung next?
Ano ba ba? Business siguro.
Okay.
Business. Yeah.
Abangan namin. May excite kami.
Sana supportahan niyo ako.
Anong buwan to?
Hopefully next month.
Next month mo na i-area na yun. Tagal naman.
Hopefully next month.
Okay, abangan namin yan.
Yes.
Oh.
Pero hindi, it's not, wow, I don't know if it's big, but I feel like those kind of things kasi parang, as an athlete, we don't normally parang focus on those things kasi like business.
What keeps you motivated? I mean, sa lahat na nangyayari sa'yo, ang dami. But hindi naman, ang tagal na, 20 years ka na naglalaro. But motivation isn't an unlimited resource.
Is it? I feel like it's unlimited.
Where do you get yours? Where do you get your motivation?
You know, I can't answer in terms of sports kasi I just love
just
doing
love
it.
it.
Yeah,
You just
I
love
just
it.
love it. I think if you love the sport and you've invested so much of your time, your love, I think there's no way out also, and you just want to improve every single time. And you know, in sports, you can perfect volleyball or any sport. That's why, as athletes, or siguro yun yung personality natin, we wanna make sure na kahit pa paano, may natututunan tayo every single day and hindi siya natatapos. That's why I'm still here and still motivated to.
Kasi pag sa volleyball, nag-invest ka at
Sa
sinabi mong mine, may balik.
Sa
Kaya sa volleyball
ba?
na lang tayo. Di ba? Oh, thank you so much for joining us on Morning Matters. We have Alyssa Valdez.
Good
and
morning.
We will certainly look forward to the years to come for your career
Wow.
and for what comes beyond.
Wow. Thank you so much, Gretch, for having me.
And that is it for today's episode of Morning Matters. My name is Gretchen Ho. We are One News, all sides, all the time.